How are we getting on, people? I hope you're all okay. Back today with another Sunday Sessions video. If you're new to this series, it is basically where we go over the markets. We highlight some areas that we feel hold good potential to place profitable positions in the coming week. This way, it is giving you guys the opportunity to learn and see exactly how we analyze the markets, but it's also giving you guys the chance to get involved in potential profitable positions. If you do go on to enjoy this video, please leave it a thumbs up. All the support you guys provide is very much appreciated. You'll see on screen, I've just showing my Forex Genie, and over the course of the last few days, what I've been doing is actually filling in this data, showing what someone could have made with a £1,000 investment this time last year. So if you'd been trading with us for a year's time, you will see that £1,000 could have generated you with over £24,000 worth of profit just this annum. Now, this is, of course, if you manage the trades accordingly and you are taking partials if and when I was doing so. Now, obviously, profit sheets are going to be different depending on your strategy, how aggressive you are with your approach to trading, but this is a good example as to what you could have earned if you had been trading with the LAGFX team. Now, with all that being said, what I'm going to do is head over to the markets now and go through some analysis that I've got for this coming week. So starting this Sunday sessions off with the XAU USD market, so this is the gold to the US dollar. We are seeing price move in a very erratic way, and it has been due to fundamentals. We should see this settle as of now. We've just finished the second quarter of the year. We're 6 months into the year now. We've had the NFP for the month, so I'm expecting to see technical analysis be more respected than it has been as of recent. So you'll see here how price has been trading us in a bullish way as of recently, and I am expecting price to trade us up and into this supply zone here around 1950 to 1954. So if you've not got that marked out as a zone or area of supply, then I'll pause the video and do that now, because this is going to be somewhere that we can definitely look to go short from longer term. The reason why I want to go short longer term is because I feel that this market is going to be trading us in a bearish way for some time now. Yes, we are within a corrective phase at the moment, but the longer term bias and the longer term move that I've got in prediction is to see this market go short. Now, before we look to go short from this supply zone that I've highlighted above, I have gone ahead and marked out two valid fractal demand zones that we could see price pull back into before trading us up and into the supply zone. So obviously, when price is trading us higher, we can expect price to pull back as it needs to grab more demand in order to push price higher again, breaking any previous highs set. So by price pulling back into here, we can expect more demand to be introduced. That should encourage the next impulsive wave, which should see us up and into this supply zone here. So again, pause the video, mark these two areas out as potential areas to get involved in buy positions from. If you were to get involved from one of these zones, let's say this zone here, for example, I would place my stop loss just a few pips below the zone itself, just to give us enough room to breathe with the trade, and I'd set my take profit just shy of the supply zone up here, so anywhere around 1949. And this is just to guarantee that our take profit can be achieved when price does go on to penetrate this supply zone here. So that is my analysis for XAU USD. As I say, I'm expecting price to trade us higher. Look to get involved in this market from these demand zones here, but ultimately I am looking to go long in this market this week and then trade price lower in the market, so going short once we see the penetration of this supply zone up here. Okay, so moving over to the euro to the Great British Pound. Again, this market is very much bullish. We have seen price trade us in a bullish way for some time now, as you can see, creating higher highs and higher lows. I don't see price stopping anytime soon. So what we need to do is we need to highlight and distinguish areas of demand that price can pull back into, so we can get involved in those next impulsive waves trading price higher. So what I've done here is I've marked out a daily demand zone that I feel holds good potential for those buy positions. I want to see price trade us down and into this, deliver us with a break of structure to the upside, price to then pull back, and then we can get involved in those refined entries. Now, if price fails to hold around this region, then we can probably expect a higher time frame corrective wave to be put in, whereas I'll be expecting price to then trade us into one of two zones. Now, as you can see, if we zoom out and we look at this market, it is still following that higher time frame prevailed trend, which is a bullish trend. As you can see, price would trade us down and into one of 2 or 3 demand zones and then trade us higher. That is still following clear bullish structure. So it's still following the laws of bullishness. What I'll do is I will highlight these zones out for you all now. What I want you guys to do is pause the video, mark them out for yourself as potential areas to go long from. But this is my shorter term target, an area to hopefully look to get involved in buy positions. So as you can see here, I've marked out these 2 areas for you all. If you just want to pause the video, highlight them out for yourself as potential regions to get involved in those higher time frame buy positions. This is going to allow you guys to get involved in really refined entries and take full advantage of the entire swing that should trade us higher in this market. Now, with price being higher than all 3 demand zones, we could look to get involved in temporary short positions, trading us into one of 3 demand zones, where we could then close those positions and then prepare to obviously go long, longer term. So that's my analysis for the euro to the Great British Pound. Okay, quickly heading over to the euro US dollar. You can see here that I marked out this area as a potential area to go short from, but we have seen price trade up and above this, which obviously disregards that analysis. Price obviously didn't have enough supply within this order block to trade price lower. So we've continued to see price trade higher as the demand in the market is obviously a lot more than the supply. So my expectations now for this market is to actually see price continue trading us higher, because if I zoom out now looking at the 4-hour time frame, you will see that we were delivered with a break of structure to the upside and we've been delivered with clear bullishness. This is a higher time frame target to look to go short from, so this is our end goal for any of those buy opportunities. So we want to see price trade up and into this demand zone, supply zone should I say, eventually, where we'll then be looking to go short. Now, the reason why I wanted to see price reverse from this supply zone is because I wanted to see price trade us then lower and into this higher time frame demand zone here, where a lot of demand will be introduced, flip that S&D balance, and then see price trade us up and into this supply zone here. We've obviously not been delivered with that. So I'm thinking that price may continue to trade us higher for some time now. Maybe this being our most recent protected low. Which would be very good because we can actually look to get involved in some buy positions from this zone here that I've highlighted. So if we just go down to the 15 minutes, you'll see the candle that I've marked out. This is a valid unmitigated last sell to buy region. So I want to see price pull back, a break of structure to be delivered to the upside. We can then wait for a refined entry by waiting for price to pull back yet again, waiting for that fractal demand zone to be introduced, and then obviously we can get involved from there. So if we just mark this out as an example, lows and highs to be created, trade us into this, a break of structure to display itself. This would be the last protected high within this bearish correction. Price then pulls back into a valid demand zone that would present itself from the impulsive wave that broke the structure, and then we want to see price take off. Now, if I just add a little bit more to this, just to make it a bit more clearer for you all. So this would mark the break of structure. And then we would look to get involved from the pullback that's presented after the initial break of structure. So we'd try and distinguish a valid demand zone that is highlighted and found within the impulsive wave that broke the structure initially. So that's what our entry may look like on a position on the Euro USD this coming week. So if you haven't done already, pause the video, highlight this out as a potential area to get involved from, because this is definitely somewhere we can look to get involved in those buy positions. Okay, finally touching base on the NZD CAD. As you can see, I'm expecting price to trade us higher and up and into this 4-hour supply zone, where I'm then expecting price to go short as a longer term goal. However, I do want to see price pull back, giving us the ability to get involved in buy positions before we go short. So I've got this area marked out as a unmitigated last sell to buy region. This is valid. We have a lot of inefficient structure laying above as well. So I want to see price trade us down and into that, clear any remaining liquidity, tap into this order block, should I say, and then trade us up and into this market. Looking here, we can see how this high here has created this low. So realistically, price is still trading us in a bearish way until we are delivered with a break in this high, as this high is the last protected high within this bearish structure. So once we've been delivered with that, I am actually expecting price to pull back, and this is an area that I've got in mind. So if you haven't done already, pause the video again, highlight this area out as a potential area to go long from. And there is no harm in looking to get involved in short positions before we go long, before we go short. Now, if I just explain that further, so we can expect price to put in this wave, break in structure to the upside, price then pulling back to set a higher low, that is following the laws of bullishness, price then to set a higher high, this to continue trading us all the way up and into this supply zone here, where we can then expect a full S&D flip and a reversal in price to then see price trade us lower. So as you can see, this would mark the break of structure here. Price would then pull back, trading us into this zone, hopefully, where we can then look to get involved in those buy positions. Price will then continue to put in bullish structure, trading us into this one here, where a lot of supply will be introduced. That should flip the S&D balance, and we should see price then trade lower, putting in that next higher time frame impulsive wave. Because as we know, the NZD CAD market is trading us in a bearish way on the higher time frames. So if you guys haven't done already, pause the video, mark this out as a potential area to go long from, and mark this out as a potential area to go short from in the future. How can we look to get involved in this market in the coming week? Well, what we can do is we can go down to the fractal nature of this structure, and we can look at where the last protected low is within this market. Well, I would say this is the last protected low as of now, because this low here went on to set this high, and this is the highest high that price has created. So if I was to look to get involved in those shorts before I look to get involved in longs, what we would want to see is for price to actually break this low, as this would tell us that this current bullish wave that price is putting in has finished, concluded, and price is ready to now put in a corrective wave trading us lower. I would then wait to see price pull back up and into a valid supply zone that would present itself from the impulsive wave that broke the structure initially, so this one here, and then I would look to get involved in those shorts somewhere around this pullback here. So that's what we want to see. We want to see a break in the low that's set at 0.8196, and then I can look to go short, trade price all the way down and into this demand zone, where I'll then be looking to go long, all the way up and into this supply zone, where I'll then be looking to go short as a longer term goal, yeah? So that is my analysis for the NZD CAD, and that is actually going to summarize my segment of this Sunday sessions video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope I've highlighted out some good areas for you all that you can go and implement onto your own charts. As I said to you earlier, if you have any questions regarding the analysis I've performed or the trades that I've been placing as of recently, please leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you want to learn and understand more how I analyze these markets and how I trade these markets on a day-to-day basis, then head over to the Learning Lounge group chat and drop me a message over on Telegram. Now, with all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one.